Invest in the wonder computer of the 1980s for under $300. The Commodore VIC-20.
99, proceeded, 3, 2, 1, ignition.
If you were a nerd in the 1970s, you have to remember the incredible discoveries and passionate nerdy pursuits. From building computers to following moon missions, we'll discuss 20 things only nerds will remember about the 1970s. It's time to relive the excitement, the gadgets, and the hobbies that defined an era for nerds everywhere.
Painstaking and detailed work. It's a sad reflection upon the progress of computer technology.
The scent of solder and the sight of circuit boards spread out on the kitchen table marked the beginning of a brand new adventure. Enthusiasts would spend hours carefully assembling their own Heathkit computers from a box full of parts and detailed instructions. This hands-on experience was more than just putting together a gadget. It was a rite of passage that sparked a deep interest in computer science. Finally powering it on and seeing it work was an unmatched thrill. People learned about circuits, programming, and troubleshooting, laying the groundwork for future careers in technology. These kits weren't merely toys, they were the stepping stones for many future engineers and programmers. The patience and problem-solving skills honed through these projects created a generation of tech-savvy individuals who contributed significantly to the advancements in computing technology we benefit from today.
Today we're going to be talking about BASIC, the computer language of the 1980s.
Picture a young enthusiast typing away on an early personal computer, eyes fixed on the screen. This was the era when programming in BASIC opened up a world of possibilities. BASIC, short for Beginner's All-Purpose Symbolic Instruction Code, was the language that made coding accessible to everyone. Users could create everything from basic calculators to simple games, and the thrill came from watching their commands come to life on the screen. Writing a program and seeing it run was incredibly rewarding, proving that they could control the computer. Each line of code was a small victory, and for many this was the first step into the larger world of technology and programming. BASIC was a playground for experimentation and learning, igniting a passion for coding that continues to influence technology today.
We have here a Hewlett-Packard HP35 scientific calculator. Remarkable piece of technological history. This is the first calculator.
The launch of the HP35 calculator in the 1970s was a landmark event, signaling the transition from analog to digital computation. The device, heralded as the first handheld scientific calculator, had transformed the daily operations of professionals and students by making complex calculations both accessible and portable. Its sleek design and robust capabilities not only showcased significant technological advancements, but also epitomized the forward-thinking spirit of the era. For its owners, the HP35 was more than just a tool. It was a symbol of being at the forefront of the technological curve. It revolutionized fields like engineering and scientific research, enabling quicker and more efficient problem solving. And the HP35 was not merely a gadget, but a pivotal instrument that broadened the horizons of what could be achieved with a pocket-sized device, setting brand new standards in the industry and leaving a long-lasting impact on technological development.
I thought I'd do a little installment on one of my favorite text adventure games for
Before high-resolution graphics became the norm, text-based adventure games like Colossal Cave Adventure captivated players with pure narrative and command-based gameplay. These early digital adventures plunged players into fantastical worlds built entirely out of text, where every typed command could lead to unexpected discoveries or hidden dangers. The lack of visual graphics did not diminish the experience, but instead challenged players to use their imagination to visualize the unfolding scenarios, enhancing engagement. These games were groundbreaking, paving the way for the narrative-driven video games we see today. They demonstrated how a compelling story, driven by player choices, can create a riveting experience, relying on minimal visual aids. This format laid the groundwork for role-playing and adventure games, proving that powerful storytelling can captivate audiences and evoke a deep emotional response even with simple interfaces.
But there it is, all but about 5 inches.
Television screens across the globe flashed with live images of astronauts taking giant leaps for mankind. The Apollo moon missions captivated millions, representing the pinnacle of human achievement. Watching astronauts walk on the moon was awe-inspiring, sparking widespread interest in space exploration. Schools paused classes so students could witness these historic events, and families gathered to share the experience. The excitement and the curiosity generated by the Apollo missions inspired many young people to pursue careers in science and engineering. These missions showcased the potential of human ingenuity and collaboration, and the iconic image of an astronaut planting the American flag on the lunar surface became a symbol of progress and exploration. For many, the Apollo missions were more than just space flights. They were a testament to what humanity could achieve when driven by curiosity and determination, continuing to inspire generations to look to the stars. Don't go anywhere yet, because the final highlight, Battlestar Galactica, is a real gem.
Yours. Win the treasure. TSR Hobbies Dungeons & Dragons game.
Long before the era of digital gaming, weekend nights transformed into epic quests as friends gathered around scattered dice and hand-drawn maps to play Dungeons & Dragons. The pioneering tabletop role-playing game allowed players to create characters while embarking on fantastical adventures in lands full of peril and promise. The game's open-ended structure fostered creativity and problem-solving as each player's choices shaped the unfolding story. Dungeons & Dragons was more than just a game. It was a formative social experience, enhancing bonds amongst friends through shared triumphs and challenges. The game's impact extended beyond the tabletop, influencing modern fantasy literature, movies, and the gaming industry at large. It introduced a generation to the joys of interactive storytelling, where imagination would be the only limit.
Bottom of the World was written especially for the Mystery Theater by Arnold Moss.
In the quiet of the evening, families gathered around the radio to listen to science fiction radio dramas like X-1. These programs captivated listeners with tales of futuristic adventures and unexplored galaxies, delivered entirely through sound. The absence of visual elements meant that each listener's imagination built the sets and designed the characters, making each episode a personal experience. The shows were masterclasses in suspense and storytelling, with sound effects and voice performances that could evoke a spaceship's bridge as vividly as any movie. These broadcasts played a crucial role in the history of science fiction, inspiring listeners to dream about the possibilities of technology and space exploration. They also served as a launching pad for many of the genre's most celebrated writers, who had first encountered the infinite possibilities of science fiction through the radio waves.
Or a watch. With a Casio calculator watch, you have both. And it works with one finger.
Strapping on one of the first digital watches felt like a leap into the future. These gadgets displayed time in bright LED or LCD numbers, a novel concept compared to traditional analog watches. With features like simple alarms and stopwatches, these watches became must-have items. Despite the limitations like shorter battery life and screens that were difficult to read in the sun, their sleek design made them a status symbol. Owning a digital watch meant embracing the latest technology, while showcasing a fascination with innovation. These watches marked a significant shift in how people interacted with timepieces, paving the way for the smartwatches we use today. Wearing one of these cutting-edge devices was thrilling, making them a cherished memory for all those who experienced their debut.
Hey guys, I'm back here for another video, and I'm here to show you guys my comic book, my Marvel and my DC collection.
Every new comic book release was an event for fans in the 1970s, and they flocked to stores to grab the latest issues of Marvel and DC comics. The comics brought to life a colorful world of superheroes and villains, engaging readers with intricate plots and character arcs. Collecting these comics became a passionate pursuit, with each issue eagerly anticipated and discussed. And for many, their comic book collection became a cherished treasure, meticulously maintained and on display. These stories were not only idle pastimes, they sparked imaginations, inspired careers in art and writing, and created a vibrant community of fans who found common ground and friendship through their shared interests. The influence of these comics extended beyond entertainment, shaping the cultural landscape while giving rise to the blockbuster movies and merchandise we see today.
Model rockets can provide the excitement and demonstrate the knowledge learned in the field of rocketry dynamics.
The thrill of building and launching model rockets reached brand new heights in the 1970s as enthusiasts of all ages gathered in open fields with their handcrafted rockets. This hobby combined the excitement of physical creation with anticipation of actual flight. Each launch would be a test of careful construction and aerodynamics. The seconds of suspense before a successful liftoff were matched only by the joy of watching the rocket soar into the sky. Model rocketry was not only a pastime, it was an educational tool, teaching principles of physics and engineering in a hands-on manner that classrooms could seldom match. For many, the hobby had sparked lifelong passions for science and technology, influencing career paths in aerospace, engineering, and other scientific fields.
This is a heavy metal magazine from May of 1979.
Each issue of Heavy Metal magazine was a portal into otherworldly landscapes, showcasing a fusion of science fiction and fantasy through vibrant illustrations and complex narratives. In the 1970s, this magazine became a cornerstone for fans craving bold and unconventional storytelling. The pages were full of tales of dystopian futures and surreal adventures, rendered by some of the most innovative artists of the time. Heavy Metal pushed the boundaries of comic art, influencing not only subsequent graphic novels, but also visual arts broadly. Collectors and casual readers alike were drawn to its unique blending of art and literature, which challenged norms and expanded the scope of what comic magazines could achieve. The magazine's impact resonated far beyond its readership, inspiring an entire generation of artists and writers to explore their creativity without limits.
And a log of 236 plus 1.008 to the ninth.
Before the advent of digital calculators, the slide ruler was an indispensable tool for engineers, scientists, and students alike. Mastering its complex scales and maneuvers was not merely an academic requirement, but a rite of passage that demonstrated a profound understanding of mathematical concepts. The slide rule facilitated a variety of engineering feats, from constructing bridges to developing new technology, and even playing a role in early calculations for space exploration. Its tactile nature allowed users to feel a direct connection to their work, enhancing their understanding of mathematical relationships and promoting a hands-on approach to problem solving. Despite being replaced by digital devices, the slide rule remains a symbol of precision and ingenuity, representing an era where manual calculations were not only necessary, but also a craft, requiring both skill and patience. Today, it stands as a testament to the evolution of technology and the enduring human drive to measure, calculate, and understand the world.
In a hole in the ground, there lived a hobbit.
Curled up in a cozy corner with a dog-eared copy of The Hobbit or Lord of the Rings, readers were transported to magical worlds. J.R.R. Tolkien's epic tales offered an escape from reality, drawing fans into intricate adventures full of detailed world-building, complex characters, and rich lore. These stories captivated minds everywhere as fans spent hours lost in Middle-earth, discussing favorite parts with friends and dreaming of far-off lands. The series set a high bar for storytelling and creativity, profoundly impacting fantasy literature and pop culture. It inspired movies, games, and countless other works of art. Themes of heroism, friendship, and adventure resonated deeply, making Tolkien's works timeless classics. For many, these books were the gateway to a lifelong love of fantasy and a deeper appreciation for the power of storytelling.
Will Doctor Who escape this time?
Since its inception, the iconic British series Doctor Who has enthralled viewers with its unique mixture of science fiction, drama, and adventure. The show follows the enigmatic Doctor and his companions as they travel through time and space, confronting cosmic villains and unraveling complex mysteries. Renowned for its innovative ability to regenerate its lead character, Doctor Who is continually adapted, staying relevant across the decades. Each episode not only delivers thrilling adventures, but also weaves in profound themes of morality, bravery, and compassion. This approach elevates the series beyond mere entertainment, encouraging viewers to think critically about their impact on the world. Fans are captivated by the imaginative storylines and the moral challenges posed, making every journey with the Doctor a deeply engaging experience that simulates the mind and touches the heart. The show's lasting appeal shows its impact, inspiring audiences to consider deeper life and humanity questions.
Today we'll be building this 1/72nd scale TIE Advanced from Bandai Hobby as a special project to mark the occasion.
The late 1970s brought not only a cinematic revolution with Star Wars, but also introduced fans to the detailed craft of assembling model kits of the film's iconic ships. Hobbyists and fans alike found joy and challenge in piecing together X-Wings and Millennium Falcons. These kits required meticulous attention to detail and provided a tangible connection to a beloved galaxy far, far away. Assembling the models was a labor of love, often involving hours of careful construction and painting. The finished models became prized possessions, displayed proudly as symbols of both fandom and craftsmanship, and this hobby fostered community as enthusiasts gathered at conventions and hobby shops to share tips and showcase their creations. Through the act of assembly, fans not only paid homage to their favorite characters and scenes, but also engaged creatively with the Star Wars universe, adding a personal touch to their collections.
Said analog, science, fact, and fiction, but the word astounding was...
Since its inception, Analog Science Fiction and Fact magazine has been a beacon for science fiction enthusiasts, offering a blending of imaginative fiction and insightful scientific articles. Each issue served as a launching pad for some of the genre's most celebrated writers, whose stories explored uncharted territories and provoked thought about the future of technology and humanity. Readers of Analog were treated to complex narratives that challenged their understanding of the world, wrapped in meticulously researched scientific context. The magazine not only entertained but also educated, making it a must-read for anyone interested in the intersection of science and fiction. The community around Analog grew into a vibrant forum for debate and discussion where ideas about future of science and society were vigorously explored. Collecting issues of Analog became more than just a hobby. It was a participation in a dialogue about the potential and risks of tomorrow, encouraging readers to think critically about the path that humanity was taking, and to dream big while thinking about the possibilities of the future. Chess has long been more than just a board game. It's a battle of wits that teaches strategy, foresight, and critical thinking. In the 1970s, learning chess became increasingly popular as it transcended age and background, becoming a universal symbol of intellectual challenge. Schools and community centers hosted chess clubs where novices could learn from seasoned players, and local tournaments provided a stage for showcasing skill and strategy. The game's appeal lies in its simplicity, combined with the infinite complexity of possible moves. Chess puzzles and famous games were studied and debated, with each match providing new lessons in patience and tactical planning. This cerebral game also offered a quiet refuge from the fast-paced challenges and changes of the decade, allowing players to slow down while engaging in a timeless tradition. For many, chess became a lifelong passion, continually refined throughout their lives.
Patrolling outposts guarding the neutral zone between planets Romulus and Remus and the rest of the galaxy.
As families gathered around their television sets, captivated by visions of the future, the adventures of a starship traveling the cosmos brought inspiration and wonder to viewers of all ages. The seminal science fiction series, featuring the bold Captain Kirk, the logical Mr. Spock, and their diverse crew, continued to gain popularity through reruns long after its initial broadcast in the late 1960s. Star Trek episodes were not only about exploring new worlds, they tackled complex social issues, cloaked in the excitement of space exploration, offering a vision of what humanity may achieve. Renowned for pioneering diversity on television, the show's portrayal of a cooperative, multi-ethnic crew working together resonated during a time of significant social change. These reruns did more than entertain. They sparked scientific curiosity and philosophical debates about our future, cementing Star Trek as a cultural icon whose ideals of exploration and unity still resonate today.
Attention, attention. His Eminence, the Imperious Leader, will be with us shortly.
Catching episodes of Battlestar Galactica was a spotlight for many sci-fi fans in the 1970s. This groundbreaking series followed the last remnants of humanity as they fled from the robotic Cylons in search of a new home. The show's mixture of action, drama, and special effects captivated audiences, setting a brand new standard for television science fiction. Each week, viewers eagerly followed the adventures of Commander Adama and his fleet, rooting for their survival and success. The characters' struggles and triumphs resonated deeply, creating a dedicated fan base. Battlestar Galactica also featured innovative visual effects that brought space battles and alien worlds to life. The series tackled themes of survival, identity, and hope, making it more than just an action show. It left a long-lasting impact on the genre, influencing future sci-fi series and films, and for many, Battlestar Galactica was an unforgettable part of their 1970s experience, blending thrilling storytelling with imaginative visuals. We've explored fascinating wonders of the 1970s, from building computers to space missions. Share your own 70s memories in the comments down below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and watch our other videos for more nostalgic trips down memory lane. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.